Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today is September 9th, 2024, and we are talking about new knives. We've had a lot of new stuff coming this week, and we've got a lot of really exciting drops, starting with this guy right here. This is the ProTech ATCF designed by Bob Terzuola. ATCF stands for Advanced Technology Combat Folder. And this is one of the original knives in the terms of tactical folders. But now we have it as an automatic with ProTech's magnificent action and button lock. And those astute viewers of you out there will know that this knife is actually not super new because we've had the ATCF in years past. Now this one was sort of the original dress out. This one's the operator version where it has a MagnaCut blade, an aluminum frame with G10 scales on them. That's a bit of an homage to Bob Terzuola. G10 scales was his idea. And then a milled clip more in the Terzuola fashion. I love this knife. This is my personal knife. However, these ones are a bit special because instead of the G10, we have a full aluminum handle and we have a much more ProTech style deep carry pocket clip. And this is a Blade HQ exclusive variant with a CPM S45 VN blade. Not only are these the same design, but they also have the same action. They hit so hard. They thump. They're great tactical automatics, but also solid for everyday carry use as well. And they are quite a bit less expensive than the milled clips and G10 you get on the other one. These ones go for $225. Now, there is a special version we have, which is the operator, which is full black, no logos, anything, same S45 VN blade and a tritium vial in the button. Mine has the green tritium because it was just the regular inline version. However, this one is a blue tritium because it is a Blade HQ exclusive. So if you like those tritium inlays, but you like a little bit of splash of blue in there, then you can only find this at Blade HQ. And my understanding is you can only find this variant where it has the full aluminum and the deep carry pocket clip at Blade HQ as well. So if you like that ATCF, but you can't quite pony up the $560 for this, I hope my wife is not watching this and doesn't learn that I spent that amount on this knife. But this one's quite a bit less expensive, but it still gives you the full ProTech power, the Terzuola design, and just great USA-made build quality. Next up from Tops, we have the Wilderness Guide. And in classic Tops fashion, this is a chunky knife. It is nice and thick with a fairly abrupt saber grind here, which does a really good job of splitting things, chopping, and that sort of thing. And one thing I want to talk about is its blade shape here. It looks like a drop point with PS1 graphics because it kind of has these cuts, these chops here, and they make for a really robust tip, but they also sort of give you some more flat to do stuff with. Because I know that, especially with wilderness guides, people who spend a lot of time outdoors, they have learned the rule, Taylor Martin's been talking a lot about this lately, is the more you know, the less you have to carry. And the more you know, when it comes to knives, the more you realize that every little square inch of this knife is useful for something, and your spine is especially useful. And the more little flats you have, you're still gonna get the same robust tip that you get out of a lot of things, but these little flats are great for scraping, prying, doing all kinds of other crazy stuff that I don't have the knowledge to tell you all about. But this knife definitely has the fingerprints of master knife designers like Tops has in spades. And a very nice handle too, with a great big finger choil there, so you still get a nice comfortable grip, but it is secure, not twisting or doing anything weird. It's a lot of fun. Nice Kydex sheath, USA made in Idaho. You cannot go wrong with anything from Tops, especially this Wilderness Guide, which goes for $179.95. Next up, but on the more budget side, CJRB has the radial pyrite, but now with the Bowie blade. Bowie blade? Probably Bowie blade. And this one's kind of fun because it has the fuller in here as well. Makes for a good flicking action, but then same S90V blade, and then this radial pattern type, stainless steel blade handle, giving you a $89.99 price point. 95, I apologize. Don't want to cheat you out of 4 cents. But we also have the first black in this variant. So we still have S90V, still that radial pattern, but everything is black coated. Looks extra slick. I really do like the black, but my personal favorite blade shape on the Pyrite platform is the drop point with the thumb stud. So I'm gonna go have to harass our CJRB buyer and say, hey, bring me in a black version of that because I would be all over that Pyrite. Both $89.95 on that. Next up, we have probably my favorite of the sandwich style balisongs, the BRS Replicant. And this one's in the Killer Bee variant, where it's got this black and yellow G10 handle. And as the contours of the knife are made, it really sort of reveals the yellow from the black. Lots of fun, very flashy, but also tactical, which I think is a perfect mix when it comes to a butterfly knife, because these have the sandwiched pin. This one has Zen pins. They, like, Balisongs might not get the reputation for it, but these are some of the most durable knives there are, because you have 2 handles, 2 pivots, and like they just have so much going for them in terms of just strength. So like if you weren't gonna go baton or craziness, you could do it with a Balisong just as well as you could in any folder. But sometimes, because people get so artsy with flipping and stuff, we forget these are actually really capable self-defense tools and everyday carry knives. And I think this is great because it sort of tells all the bally flippers out there, yeah, I'm gonna look good while you flip me. But it also says, if you need to use me in a pinch, I'm gonna look the part there as well. This one goes for $444.95. So a bit of a spendy one, but definitely a world-class Balisong. I do love the Replicant. Probably my favorite knife from BRS. Next up, we have a restock of our 940 exclusive. So this one we had a few years back, and we just got another big stock of it. We have a Jade G10 handle and a CPM M4 blade steel. This is sort of the Blade HQ signature way to pimp out a knife for an exclusive. The Jade G10 gives you a lot of customization opportunities. You can do this, you can soak it in RIT dye, turn it whatever color. And the M4 is super tough. It'll take a patina as the coating wears off. Holds a great edge as well. It is a carbon steel, but here in Utah, where we are at Blade HQ, we don't have to worry about that because it's a bone dry desert out here. Now, I personally do have one of these. This is my 940, and I, like I was just saying, customized. I took this and I put some DLC-coated titanium scales from Flytanium on there, as well as the Flytanium mini deep carry pocket clip. Very nice indeed. I love the 940, and I believe the M4 is the perfect steel for it, because this knife was designed by Warren Osborne as a ranch knife. It's something you carry out in the ranch. You scrape out hooves. You do weird stuff to twine. You beat up your knife when you're on the farm or the ranch. And I think M4 is a great steel for that. And I love that we are back in business with a restock of these. So make sure to head over to Blade HQ and pick these up before they are gone. And lastly, new from Jack Wolf, we have some variants of the Benny's Clip. So we had Ben Belkin from Jack Wolf, the founder, on a live a little while ago talking about slip joints. And he talked about how the company is named after his grandfather, who sort of got him into slip joints in the first place, whose name is Jack Wolf Belkin. And I imagine the Benny's Clip is maybe Ben Belkin's knife. Like this is the Benny knife. I could see him being called Benny. I feel like the mullet just lends to the whole vibe. But I do appreciate that he has this one, a very trapper-esque pattern, a very simple, a very recognizable pattern, and a nice half stop like you expect on all Jack Wolf knives. They do a really good job of making a slip joint that has perfect flush fit in 3 positions and absolutely satisfying, snappy action on the open and the close. Just a lovely sound and a lovely feel. They're really good. We have this one, which is a full titanium, and you can also get this one that has the titanium frame as well as these inlays of, I guess, covers. I apologize, I need to learn my lingo. This one has this red, fat carbon fiber. Very pretty looking. I love the black blade. Very modern, but also very traditional as well. These ones are a bit spendy, $299, but every little thing is so well considered in all Jack Wolf knives. So I'd pick those up because we also don't have a huge amount of them. So if you like the Benny's Clip, I would head on over to Blade HQ and pick it up now. But with that, that is just a sampling of the new knives we have at Blade HQ. We don't want to keep you all day, but you can find all of these knives and so many more in the new arrivals category over at bladehq.com. So head on over, find whatever new knives you are interested in, pick them up there, and we will see you next time.